Hey Gurudev and good morning everyone. I'm going to share a little bit of my morning practice so you can join and tap in so we can get some movement in the body, working with different parts of the body to become healthy, become healthy in the physical body, in our mind and emotional. So you can just follow along while I'm practicing, okay? I'm going to start with something that is very nice for the knees, because when we become older, the knees and everything from here, from the navel and below, becomes weak. So we want to strengthen those parts, and this is the apana part of our 5 parts of prana that we are working with. So just by doing this, it looks pretty funny, but it's very good for your knees, especially if you have turned 40 and you're moving upwards in the age. It's a very nice exercise for your knees, to strengthen the knees. So as I'm talking about the apana prana, we're going to do one more exercise that will strengthen all the muscles in the legs. I know many of you are running, many of you are walking, and some of us don't have time to walk and run, right? So, and we don't like it. So what we can do is we can get the same benefits of just doing 5 to 10 of this exercise, and you will get the same strength as if you are out running and walking. So what you do is you're standing on the outside of your feet and you just go down like this and up, and you hold your breath while you're doing this. So what is happening here is the prana moves from the legs up in your whole body, and as we know, the navel center is the generator of prana, of chi. So all the energy moves up into the navel center. From the navel center it goes out into the whole body. So this is a very nice exercise for strengthen the legs. And you can notice that my breath is changing a little bit, right? Not totally, but a little bit. And what you can see with yourself is when you get this, then you know that you have gone past your limit. So you can do 3, you can do 5, you can do 10, whatever you like. But when you notice, then you cannot hold your breath, and when you go over your breath, you stop. And then you can do a set of 3 if you like to. I'm just gonna move my arms a little bit. And we'll do this one. So now I have moved energy in my arms. And what I will do now is I will do an exercise that is called Nauli. And what you do here is that you breathe out all the air and you put the stomach in, and then you start to rotate the stomach. This isn't a very advanced exercise, but I do it every day. And an exercise that is more comfortable for until you learn this is to use do Uddiyana Bandha or Agnisar. So what you do then is that you just breathe out the air and you just hold the stomach in. So I can show you guys. It's also good to catch the sun in the morning, because we need that vitamin. We need a vitamin of the sun, and we need a vitamin of air, oxygen. So that's why we do pranayama as well. So let me show you this, how I do this. And with Agnisara it's the same, but you move the stomach in and out. So this takes care of what we call samana prana. And this is the prana, the chi that is moving in this area here. So this area here is very important because here is all the fire is created. And it's the fire for the digestive system and for our health. So this is a very important part to work with. And you need to work on this part on an empty stomach, right? You get this. Because if the body is full of food, then it can create problem here, right? And then the body is working on digesting the food, right? So it's better to do this on an empty stomach in like now early in the morning, okay? So then it's another exercise which will bring your strength here, strength in the arms. I know many of us, we are going to gyms, we are pumping up the muscles, but it doesn't last for long, right? We want to build a healthy body that can last for a lifetime, not just for a few moments, and then you hurt your body. So this exercise here is very simple, but it's very effective and powerful. So we breathe out. You put your arms like this. Then you put all your strength to push your arms out till you reach here. You relax, attention on the navel center. Then you can repeat. Remember, when you do this exercise, the arms have to be very strong. It's not that someone should not be able to move your arm while you're doing it, right? Okay. So, as we are talking about Apana Prana, another exercise is just this. You see how I'm sitting now, right? Now I'm standing up. I sit and I stand up. So you see, my Apana Prana is very good because I can move like this. So this is a test for you to see how the Apana Prana is working. So you can just try it. You can sit with your leg crossed and you can try to stand up. And then you can do a few of these every day. And this will work with the Apana Prana and make you strong in the lower part of your body. So in life we go through things, right? We go through certain health obstacles or situations, right? Both mentally, physically and emotionally. And we want to build up everything so we can become strong, so we can become healthy, because health is wealth. We should put everything that we have into our health, because health is what keeps us moving. If we are healthy in the mind, we will have a healthy mind with healthy thoughts. Then we can create a healthy life, you know. If we have balance in our emotions, we are not going to be attached or moved by our emotions to do wrong things in life, you know, to suffer, to be in our ego, right? And if we have physical problems, how are we going to be able to manage our mind? Because if there's pain in the body, the mind goes to the pain in the body, right? And if you try to sit for meditation, you can sit for a minute and then start to aching in the knee, or you have a problem somewhere, right? and then you cannot go deeper inside. So it's very, very important to be healthy. You know, we are built up to be 120 years old, at least. But look at the world today. How many people become so old, right? I know I lost my father. He was 53. I see many people, they die when they are 70. They die when they are 40, 60, 80, 90. Not many people move to that level of health. So by putting in a little bit of effort, you see how much I have done now? This has moved prana in my whole system already for 24 hours. It's not much. You don't have to spend 2-3 hours. You can do a few exercises to just get the chi, the prana moving in your body, right? So I have done a few, and I'm gonna do Nauli now. I'm not sure if it's going to be shown how I do it, but as it is a part of my practice, I am going to do it. So you can watch and see. So my morning practice is a blend of physical exercises. It's a part of martial arts, Tai Chi, yoga, different movements that I have collected, and I'm still collecting certain techniques and exercises to activate and heal my body and heal myself, because I believe that we can heal ourselves with what we have right here, you know, in the nature, with herbs, with the right food, you know, and with the right type of exercises, we can also heal ourselves from whatever disease that may be there. So the spine is also very important, because the spine is where all the prana moves, okay? So as we evolve spiritually, more prana is moving into the spine, and we also have karma in the spine. So that's why in Kriya Yoga we work a lot with the spine to move pranic energy up in the spine, up and down in the spine, and this creates prana up and apana down. This means that it's creating new consciousness, comes in when we breathe in, and we remove bad karmas when we breathe out. So the planets, you know, the planets also has an effect on our karma. So the planets are also located and connected to our spine. So we have an exercise that can activate 10,000 nadis. And nadis are energy points, or, you know, acupuncture points, which are like meridians in the body. So we can have up to 350,000 nadis, depending on our spiritual evolution. But every human being has 72,000. And 10,000 of those are in the spine. So this small exercise here will activate 10,000 nadis in your spine. And it's very simple. You put your hands like this, and you stretch them up. You just hold it here, and when you hold them here, you can feel the stretch in the spine. And then you can fall over. Just touch the ground, touch your feet. You can bend a little bit on your knees to come down, and then you can come up again and stretch. Go down, Come up again. This starts to move chi or prana in the spine. So now I want to do some breathing with you, because breathing is like the first nutrition that we can get is the breathing. So when you came out of your mother, what happened? Yeah, you started to breathe, right? And when the soul leaves the body when you die, what happens? You stop breathing, right? So without no breath, there is no life. So this is a very easy way to understand how important the breath is, you know? So it's also very simple breathing. We're just going to breathe in with the nose and breathe out with the mouth. So I'm going to do 20 to 30 breaths. And you can just follow along if you like. And try it out. What I do here is that I put my tongue up in the roof, and then I'm just holding my breath until I need to breathe again. And actually you can sit here for a while, because you have done so much breathing that you don't have the necessity to breathe. If you look at some animals, if you look at dogs, rabbits, for example, they breathe in a certain way, right? They breathe like this, right? And how long is the lifespan of a dog or a rabbit? I don't know for sure, but I know that there are not many dogs that goes over 20 years, right? And if you look at the human being, the people who are breathing like this, up from here and with the mouth, they are not very healthy people. So what we want to is we want to have the breathing from here, from the navel. And we want to have as long deep breaths as we can, and we want to hold the breath sometimes also. That's why in pranayamas and in yoga we are practicing breath retention. We are holding the breath. And there is a saying that if you can hold the breath for 5 minutes, you have the possibility to live to 120 years. And this is the secret that the yogi has. I was understudying over a master he was my master for 3 years. And he was knowing a yogi who was 250 years old. And he told me about him. And he told me that he mastered this one. He mastered the Uddiyana Bandha, and he mastered his breathing. And when you master your breath, this is what it calls pranayama. You are controlling the life force energy. And when you control the life force energy, you can control your health, you can control your lifespan as well. So this yogi, he was 250 years old. He could hold his breath for 15 minutes without no problem. If we also take a look in Yogananda's life, what happened when he died? they looked into his body. I think it was up to 40 days after he died, and nothing had changed with his body. It was as pure as your mind right now. You cannot see a trace of decaying of the body, because what's happening with normal people, when we die we start to become cold, right? And then the body starts to decaying, right? And the body doesn't look so nice after a week, 2, 3, right? But with him nothing had changed, because he was a super yogi. He was a super yogi who could control his prana, and he could do whatever he liked with that energy. So when he were in a state where he felt like, okay, it's my time to leave now, and very advanced humans, they know a month, weeks before it's time to go. So they know, like, okay, now it's my time to leave, and by will they go. It's not like normal humans, death just come and knock at the door all of a sudden. But a few days before normal people die, often we also know, like, we are dying, and we are started connecting with the other realms. And it's not actually a death, it's actually just a transition into the next phase in the soul's evolution. So there is no one is ever born and no one is ever die, because the Atma, the soul, is forever living. So now we have done a few exercises. I think it's enough for today, because there is something that you can catch up here. I recommend you to go through this video and just catch up with the exercises and apply them in your life. And if you need further assistance, I'm here for you. You can have a live call, one-on-one call together, where we can go through program for you and set up a perfect program which will fit your lifestyle, where you are. I will have a look in your mental health, in your emotional health, and in your physical health, and also where you are in your spiritual space, so to say. And from that place, I know what exercises and what training I can give you. So if you're interested in this, you send me a message, and we can have a call. We can set up a few sessions, one session, whatever we need to get you going, right? To get you going with the health, for the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being of your life. Okay, so I will continue to shoot those videos on a more regular basis now, so we can get this motivation going, right? And yeah, any questions, just comment here. If you like this, please share it so people can see this and take benefits of those exercises, because they are very, very helpful. A few years ago, I was burned out, and I was depressed, and I was suicidal, and many of those exercises that I'm now are using helped me to get over that. I didn't need to talk to a psychologist. I didn't need to eat any stupid medicines that is harmful for my body and my mind and my spirit. I just did exercises, meditation, breath work, physical exercises for the body, and a lot of rest. The right food, healthy nutrition in form of the sun, in form of fresh air, and I was back on track very quickly. So don't believe in the programming, people. We have everything. Get the right nutritions. You see here now, we have done physical exercises. We have had a great amount of prana moving into the body with the help of the sun, with the help of the air. Everything is free. Then I go inside and I take my green drink. I drink Terahatch Kangen water, which is very, very helpful water, which goes into the same frequency as the body is. So it starts to heal the body by just drinking this water. So then I have water, I have the sun, I have the air, I have the physical exercises, which takes care of the physical, emotional, and the mental state of my well-being. And in the morning, of course, I do my practice, I do my kriya, I do my japa, which is mantra, and I do my meditation. And from that on, I can keep going on with the day with a lot of energy, with a lot of motivation, in a very healthy state, you know. We have things coming through us in life, right? We are getting thrown situations which can be very tough, but those situations doesn't affect me anymore. A few years ago I would be devastated with what's going on, but today I feel nothing because I take care of myself. I have reached some place inside of me that I'm not attached to things as I was before. And when we come to this place, I'm not saying that I'm totally liberated, not at all, or enlightened or anything like this, but what I'm saying is that I can see a big difference by practicing mantra, meditation, physical exercises, eating the right food. You are reaching somewhere inside of you, and the deeper you go inside of yourself, the lesser you will be in the mind, the lesser attached you will be, the less greed there will be, the less jealousy there will be, the less fear there will be. Because today we can see that there is so much fear going on also, right? And we have to get rid of this, because fear will never let you be free and live your life. And it's easy to say be in the heart, but first we have to come into this calm state. We have to learn how to move ourselves into a calm state. And when we are calm, then we can move deeper inside. You cannot just go from being aggressive in the mind to just be calm. It's very hard. So when we learn how to move ourselves into this calm state, then we can go deeper in and also explore who we are. Because if we don't know who we are, then what's the purpose of life? You know, there are 3 states of happiness: tamasic, rajasic, and sattvic state. So in the sattvic state we can become joyful all the time. In the rajasic state you just want a new thing to make you happy. In the tamasic state you are happy with the greed. You want more and more and more and more. You're never satisfied. So the more we practice also meditation, japa, physical exercises, spending the right time with the right people, the right food, nutrition from the sun, the air, the water, the more sattvic we become. And the more sattvic we become, the more joyful also we become. The more joyful we are, the happier we live, and the more we can live in this dharma that we are here to do. If we are, I see so many people today, we don't know why we are here. We don't know who we are. We don't know our purpose. We think our purpose is so big, but actually the purpose you have, the dharma you have, is what's coming to you at this moment. Learn to accept it, to accept every moment, and do your best. Okay, so I see you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this was inspiring to you. And I wish you guys a good day. Jai Gurudev.